Yo, Little Lolo coming back down to earth here, and I always wondered how in the world was Elon Musk able to become a top 20 Diablo 4 player while still being the owner of $1 billion corporation, and on top of that, still having the ability to tweet out every hour on the hour on his social media platform X. How is this possible? Did he have a skill set that many of us normies just did not possess? An ability to time manage in such an affluent way that guided him down this route to assist him in becoming a successful entrepreneur and a well-known leader? Well, as we are soon going to find out, internet dwellers, is that Elon Musk is more fraudulent than the Forex pyramid schemes that existed back in 2020. Because it turned out that this skill set wasn't really a skill set after all, or even the ability to time manage adequately. It was just because he had access to something that many of us don't have access to, and that is a very close relationship with Mr. Ben Frank. As I have mentioned in previous videos, I personally dislike Elon Musk, and I think his recent antics, not only on X, but through his political regurgitation as a right-wing grifter, further solidified my views on this opportunistic, self-serving asshole who only cares about the stability of his image and his lineage, that he'll do anything to maintain it. The soulless pattern that we have seen a lot of the bourgeoisie exude, where they have absolutely no connection to the real world or the lifestyle of a normal class citizen like you and I. It has become a consistent theme among the alienated group of gluttonous, greedy Martians, to the point where we have created a conspiracy about them, where they are part of a reptilian species. I mean, just look at Mark Zuckerberg, for example.
We got one. Mark, are the allegations true that you're secretly a lizard?
But Elon Musk wants to be liked so bad by the public that he forcibly pretends that he is just like us, which honestly makes him even more pathetic if you really think about it. Because just as Kendrick Lamar said, "You were lame, oh you thought the money, the power, the fame will make you go away?" It's not Elon Musk. But that is not the topic of discussion today, internet dwellers. We are here to speak on behalf of Elon Musk standing out in a room full of gamers more than Patrick and SpongeBob did in the Salty Splatoon. Because on many occasions throughout the last several years, Elon Musk has decided to highlight his elite gaming prowess, whether that be him showcasing his Elden Ring build with over 50 hours played, him streaming Diablo 4 on X, and even more recently, him playing Path of Exile 2. Now with Elden Ring, any good Souls player would have told you that his build was dog shit. I'm not the biggest Souls player there is, but I do know how irritating it is to rock armor that is too heavy for your build, so you're basically fat rolling everywhere you go. If anything, this is a new mistake, because I recall in my first playthrough in the Dark Souls Remastered, I was confused why my fat ass was moving so slow. This alone would tell you that Elon Musk wasn't really a gamer, which was completely fine, because what would you expect from an entrepreneur who is running multiple companies? Now this honestly wasn't suspicious at all. If anything, it was kind of adorable, like, oh, look at the look at the little billionaire, you know, trying to be a gamer. How cute. You know how he even managed to rack up 50 hours of gameplay, which was pretty normal for anybody who immersed themselves in the Elden Ring world. Nothing too crazy, and definitely something that is possible for somebody like Elon Musk. But when it came to Diablo 4, that's when things started to get a little bit questionable. Now initially, I recall him showcasing his interest in the game by promoting his live streaming service on X, where he was actively playing it. Now, once again, a man who casually gamed during his pastime was nothing to go L from Death Note over, but it wasn't until he reached the status of being a top 20 Diablo 4 player, an astonishing accolade that only 2 Americans have achieved, where every gamer unanimously agreed that there is absolutely no way that is possible. Because you have to understand, in order to be rewarded a title like that, you have to either be a streamer or a straight degenerate with nothing but time on your hands, which obviously Elon Musk shouldn't have if he's running a company as big as Tesla and a social media platform where he's literally tweeting out every hour on the hour. And I remember thinking in my head, how does this man have time to operate multiple businesses as big as Tesla and X, take care of his plethora of children, and yet become a top 20 Diablo 4 player of all time? Like, that made no sense. You can't really add it up. So I came under the impression that it is completely possible that he either hired somebody to play for him, or he has people running his companies while he just lollygags with his hands in his pants, just stroking his shit. Because for any competent and rational human being that knows the dedication it takes to get to a status like that in any game, this doesn't make sense for him to be able to achieve these accomplishments unless he's an android reptilian that doesn't sleep. Bro is like Alphonse Elric from Full Metal. But it wasn't until we started to play Path of Exile 2 where the truth started to become more evident and everything started to make sense. All the puzzle pieces were coming together. This is like unveiling Professor Snape's true intentions in the Half-Blood Prince, because Elon Musk decided to stream Path of Exile 2 where he was pretty far in the game. I believe he was like level 97 or 98 and was already deeply invested in the end game content. Now, where he went wrong was when he decided to vocalize his thought process going into the specifications of his inventory. And Quinn69 and Casual Kip, two individuals who are both isometric gamers who specialize in Diablo and PoE and other games like that, absolutely decimate him.
Level 75 jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, tell us how bad the item that only drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52.
Because, like, the fucking eye level requirement really is not necessarily associated with how good the equipment is, and that anyone who plays the game would understand that. You get like a level 28 ring and it could be fucking crazy good.
The stats are great.
Like a unique that's level 5 and it can be integral to your build, or perhaps your Hoa gloves that you said were only level 52, which are actually like hard carrying your fucking ass, bro. Holy fuck.
Now, I play Path of Exile 2 casually. I enjoy it, but it's one of those games where you have to invest a lot of time and energy into, and I'm currently addicted to Marvel Rivals, but that's neither here nor there. Where he went wrong here was that a gamer who is level 98 and who did invest all his time into this game to the point where he is now traversing end game content shouldn't have issues knowing what is in his own inventory and how essential certain of his items are. As we could see him casually undermine a lot of good loot that he has because of its level, but that's not how the Path of 2 Exile system works exactly. You know, like, level doesn't really matter. You can constantly upgrade your items and gear, but what truly is important is how beneficial those item stats are to your character's build and the tier levels that it goes to further amplify those stats. An example of this, let's say you have a tier 1 bow that only does 15 to 27 physical damage. A tier 10 version of that can do 75 to 87 physical damage. And on top of that, in his gameplay, there is a tab that just says Elon's map. Now, unless he refers to himself in third person like Elmo from Sesame Street, why would you have a tab that just says your name on it? Like, you don't know your own map? You don't know your name? You don't know your name, little baby? You don't know your name?
He's not played this game, has he? He's 100% getting piloted.
Elon's map.
I wouldn't name a stash tab in a game that I play after myself in the third person unless it wasn't really me playing.
He's not pressing his mana flask, yes. Again, guys, thousands of maps to get this character to this stage on hardcore.
So even streamers who play this game as a full-time job don't even believe for a second that Elon Musk was able to get this accolade legitimately, and strongly believe that he paid somebody to boost his character for him, which is highly the case. Now, every clip that's out there where he boasted about being a top 20 Diablo 4 player is honestly just embarrassing and pathetic. Now, the issue isn't him getting boosted. You're a billionaire, you could do whatever you want with your money. How he can have somebody dressed in a onesie filled with $100 bills while simultaneously wiping his ass with another $100 bill just because he could. That is not the problem. The problem is that he lied that he was a reason that he was able to reach this status, which only emphasizes Elon Musk's true nature even more. A man baby who cares heavily about how he is perceived by the masses, which could then, or has, in turn affected every other aspect of his life as well. If he was able to lie about being a gamer, not only a gamer, but being one of the best gamers, what else has he lied to the masses about? It could be endless. I mean, at this point, we need to change the definition of lame in Webster's dictionary with Elon Musk's face in it. Hell, throw Drake in the mix too. Fuck it. Now, this isn't where the drama ends, because now we have Asmongold chiming in this entire controversial gaming fiasco, where he says he will stream on X for a year if Elon Musk can prove that he is that high of a level on Path of Exile 2 and was not boosted. Which then, Elon, because he's a big baby that needs mommy's milk like he's Homelander whenever his ego is tested, removed Asmongold's checkmark on X temporarily, suspends his X earnings, leaked his DMs where Asmongold was talking about his YouTube upload system and how his editors kind of have control over that process because they're the editors, where Elon Musk misinterprets this entirely. I mean, just look at his reply. Who are these mysterious editors? Like he just cracked the biggest scandal of them all. Bro thinks he's Deep Throat from the 1972 Watergate scandal. He really thought he was cooking with this one. Well, I'm assuming he concluded that these editors were like the ones running Asmongold's operation. So he tweets out, Asmon behaves like a maverick, independent. But in reality, he has to ask his boss for permission before he could do anything. He is not his own man. The only thing that this highlights is how far from reality Elon Musk truly is from the rest of the world. I did not have Asmongold beefing with Elon Musk in my bingo card of 2025. This is insane. In conclusion, Elon Musk is a lame. End of story. Anyways, that's all from me. I'm off to another dimension. See ya.